This group of people used a rented gold bar to scam $100 million. Barry was a gold middleman who specialized in swindling the old, the weak, and the disabled through fencing and money laundering. This time, he ended up tricking Robert's lover, so the group decided to teach him a harsh lesson. Not long ago, a batch of gold bars had been stolen in Libya, and Adrian decided to use that as the backdrop to set Barry up. He spent all his savings to rent a real gold bar, then found a master craftsman to forge 99 identical bars out of brass, stamping them with Libyan marks. The operation began. One day, Barry was driving when he suddenly felt like he had run over something. He stopped to check, only to have Robert press a gun to the back of his head and order him to drive to a secluded spot. Once there, Robert warned him, "If you call the cops, I'll find you and kill you." Barry nodded frantically. Robert intentionally revealed the gold bar in his bag. Seeing the massive bar, Barry immediately said he was a gold dealer, and if Robert needed quick cash, he would buy however many he had. Robert ignored him, so Barry hurriedly handed him his business card. Annie followed the address on the card to find Barry, first to thank him for saving Robert the day before, and second to make it clear that she really did have a batch of gold she needed to sell quickly. Annie pulled out the rented bar from Adrian. Seeing the markings, Barry confirmed it was from the batch stolen in Libya. When he learned they had 100 bars like that, Barry thought he had just found the opportunity of a lifetime. They agreed to go check the goods. When Barry got into the car, Jack from the back seat put a hood over his head. After a long drive, they reached an abandoned warehouse in the suburbs. They took off Barry's hood, and Robert pulled away a green cover, revealing stacks of gold bars. Barry was stunned. He had never seen so much gold in one place. Just as he was about to step forward to check, Adrian blocked him with a threatening glare, forcing Barry to freeze. At that moment, Annie stepped up with the single real gold bar. Barry glanced at it and said he would take it back to test, and if it was good, he would pay $100 million. Adrian exploded, saying the gold was worth at least $300 million. Just as he was about to lash out, Robert stopped him, saying their situation was too dangerous. $100 million was enough, and once they got rid of the hot goods, they could start fresh somewhere else. They put the hood back on Barry and dropped him off. Barry went back and had his assistant test the gold. It was top quality 24 karat, proving it was from the stolen Libyan batch. He immediately contacted Annie, set a time for the deal, and also arranged to bring in a gold buyer. That way he could flip it instantly for a $200 million profit. He thought he was a genius. When Barry arrived at the warehouse, the group was ready to start the deal, but the gold buyer showed up late. Adrian stopped them with suspicion, but Barry quickly explained this was the buyer, one of his people. Only then did Adrian relax. Robert showed them the gold, and the buyer immediately pulled out a $300 million check. After confirming, he sent his assistant to inspect the gold. Adrian pushed them back and said, "Transfer the money first, then you can inspect all you want."
Intimidated, Barry quickly made the transfer. Just as he finished sending $100 million, the warehouse began to shake violently. Everyone looked around in shock. Suddenly, a tank appeared outside. Adrian shouted for everyone to run, saying they were under attack. Barry had never seen anything like it. When explosions erupted outside, he finally panicked, jumped into his car, and fled. His first stop was the bank to cash the check, but the guard at the door told him the bank's assets had been seized. Barry was stunned. The $300 million check was worthless. He called the gold buyer, but the phone was now in the hands of a homeless man. That's when Barry realized he had been conned.